We're back. Welcome back, Dreamy. Welcome back to Life
Thank
Talk.
you.
Awesome.
I moved out of my library and now I'm in a new environment.
Aw, this is sad,
It,
but
the library misses me. All my books miss
but
me.
you're here. That's the main thing.
Yes.
That's the main thing. And our beautiful audience as well. Welcome, every
Yes.
one of you,
Welcome,
whatever
welcome.
you are. If you're eating breakfast or dinner, I don't know. Guten Appetit. And I hope you enjoy our live talk today. Today we have a beautiful topic. Well, it's like a two topics. Two different topics, I guess, right? Um, and we're going to talk about blogging,
Yes.
and also we're going to share with you a very good. Help me out if I messed up here, do me.
Maybe
Uh,
like technique, a good technique on how to start, maybe.
yeah, how to get in touch with the right community, maybe
Yes.
to get comfortable with this whole blockchain type of thing,
Yes.
and also where you can find good people that could help you out with information. Is
Yep.
that good? Is that fair?
Yeah. Yeah, I think
Awesome.
so.
All right. Well, let's start with what do you want to start with? You want to start with let's start with Discord, and then
Okay.
we can end up with blogging. Yeah.
Sure.
Uh,
So I feel bad saying this because they're going to be like, oh, great, another thing to learn. Because most people are not familiar with Discord and even the name,
I
it's like we wonder why people don't want to get into cryptocurrency because the first part is crypto. So it makes them think cryptic. Then we tell them to go to Discord and they're like, why would I go to a
I
place
know.
named Discord?
I was very at the beginning. I didn't know what Discord was, and I was
Yeah.
again intimidated
Yeah.
with it.
Sure.
Like, oh, man,
Right. Because
too many
people always
get.
say, why do I have to do this to do,
Yeah,
exactly.
but I love it now.
Well,
I I,
yes,
I love
it
Discord.
is invaluable. It is absolutely, I mean, once you convince somebody to go there, so I would tell you right now, you are going to be intimidated about Discord. You are. Just accept
Accept it.
it and go, okay, this is going to be something that I'm not gonna love doing for about 5 minutes. And then after that, my life is gonna be so easy. Go to YouTube and literally Google up 5 minute tutorial on Discord. That's all you'll need. A
There's
5 minute tutorial.
a lot of material, right?
They give you the basics so that you'll know how to navigate. That's the hardest part, is learning how to jump from a channel into a private message. Once you understand that, once you see how it's like almost like your folders in Microsoft Word, if you just click back, you'll see where you're the hierarchical, once you understand that, you're golden. Everything
Yeah,
else will just come step by step.
I
So
know.
get yourself a little tutorial on YouTube for 5 minutes and then get yourself an account on Discord.
That's right.
Why do you need an account on Discord? Because you definitely need a hand to hold. And we can point you to communities that are amazing at holding your hand and also giving you little tips and little security issues. Watch out for
You can
this,
always ask
warnings.
questions.
Always.
Mhm.
There's so many people there that can answer questions for you, and they're happy to do it because the better our community is, the more people that we get in that we actually like and we actually want to, grow with, the
Right.
better experience we have.
Well,
So,
let me give you this little maybe like word of encouragement
mhm,
for our viewers, the newbies, the people that are new to this whole thing. When I was encouraged to get an account with
uh-huh,
Discord, and I didn't know what that was, and like what is this, So like, and
right.
it was like too many gadgets, and it
Yes.
to me it was like a Christmas tree because it was
Too many
just
ornaments. Yeah.
too much, right? But now I love it, right? I can
Yeah.
and I log in every day, and just to, even if I don't use it, just to see if there is news and whatever, right? So
Yeah.
um, I slowly discovered what a community was, what a server was, and this and
Right.
that. So I came to two. Well, first I came to the terminal,
Uh-huh.
and I guess we both agree. I mean, we can encourage
Oh,
everyone
yeah, absolutely.
to go to the terminal
Join
and
the terminal.
join the terminal. That's right. And so many good people in there. I mean, I
Hmm.
I bombarded them with questions, and they were patient. They were patient
Yes.
with me. They really literally took my hand and like it didn't matter when I ask a question or what kind of question. How do I do that? And whatever. Love them. Shout out to Kitty Girl
Yes.
and
And
every
James. My
yeah
Jamesy.
yeah, that's right. And state is I cannot pronounce the name. State.
Oh,
Uh,
Satan.
yeah, thank you very much.
Yep.
Sorry,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
sorry, Staten.
And
Um,
Brit
uh,
and Josie. Yep. Yeah.
yeah, Pravish and everyone else. Awesome people.
Yeah.
Awesome people. So
Yeah.
and then. I mean, I have more communities, more servers now, but
Hmm.
my two favorite, no offense to everyone else, forgive me, no offense to everyone else. I love them all, but my DreamPort, it's just like I can still remember how they reach out to me because they reach out to me, and
Yeah.
and they again it was just like arriving home, with like
Yes.
and until today, I'm just very grateful that I.
Yeah.
But go ahead. I mean, um, just open an account and then
Yes. Open an account. So you're going to get yourself an account on Discord, and I believe all that needs is a maybe a mobile or maybe just an email address. So that's pretty simple.
I forgot what was,
And
but
yeah,
that's
I think they just use my email address. So I think it's
it's
fairly
very easy
simple.
to open the
Yes, it's
account.
very
Yeah.
easy. And then you're going to want to start creating content. Now, for me, if you have that, if you're in Discord and you're in the terminal and now you have all people there that you can say, help me through step by step, then you can just jump right into Hive. But let's say you're still like, I don't know if I want to do all that yet. I'm a little bit still intimidated. I would encourage you to get in the habit of creating content. You can put your music on YouTube. You can create your own, blogging, free blogging account somewhere. Just get into the habit of starting to create content. As you get ready to start moving that content to Hive, you'll get more tips and more tricks. You'll get more counsel and advice. For example, here's one that um, is a big one. And I used to do this as well. When I was just on my own blog,
Mhm.
I would use any image off the internet that I wanted because I didn't know any better.
That's a biggie.
Yes, it's a biggie. And so if you have one of those free accounts and there's not a community around you and nobody's policing you, then you kind of get away with a lot of stuff that you don't know you're not supposed to do. However, when we move you into Hive, we will want to point you in the direction where you can get copyright free images because once you are earning money on a commercial blog, which is what Hive is, then you want to make sure that you're not making money off of somebody else's work.
That's
So
right.
it's just little tips like that that are
Very
so
valuable.
beneficial. So they're huge because the thing is, if you go to Hive without knowing that and you bring all those little mistakes in, you will get yourself into trouble and it doesn't feel
Mm.
good.
No.
We are the communities that and helpers that will say, oh, don't do that. Let me tell you why,
All
so
right.
yeah.
And by the way, you can find us. I will leave our Discord contact user name. I mean, once you get your account, you can get in touch with us, right, Dreamy? I
Yes.
will
Yeah.
leave that in the description box, as well as Dreamy's YouTube channel. Please
Yep.
go there, subscribe,
Okay.
follow her, and don't forget to push the like button,
The
people.
like button, yeah.
Do the like button.
I love like buttons. Or and I'll also drop my just like my blog on East and C.
Yes.
So if people want to just, and I don't mind, some people are like, oh no, she's writing a fiction story, but I have a question about my keys. Should I put it here? Yep, do that. You
Do
can
that.
leave any comment for me on any post that you see. Just make sure you tag me. If I don't answer, it's because I didn't see it. So tag me again. That's
Right.
just the way that it is. Don't feel like you're
And,
bothering me. You're not.
and
Tag me away.
I'm a witness. She does answer
Yeah,
when you text
yeah,
her. Yeah. So
yes,
that's great. So Discord, and then but you just mentioned something very valuable. Getting into the routine, the habit of
yes,
writing. It,
yes,
And I mean, we appeal to writers, but not only. I mean, uh,
Oh yeah.
any
Yeah.
creative talent you have, and you can make money. You can make, you can, yeah, earn in that blockchain, right?
Hmm.
But if you want to, how do you call that, to develop your talents,
Yes.
Dreamy just said journaling, writing is a good way
Yes.
to get it started, right? And there
Yeah.
is a lot
Yeah.
of benefits. I mean, even before you get into the Hive, into the blockchain, right?
Yeah.
But why do you advise people getting into the
The habit of it.
habit?
Because I'll use my friend Snook as an example.
Mhm.
She has been on the blockchain coming up on 6 years as well, and she's a very well-known writer and encourager, and she's just an amazing person. And when she first started out on Steemit, she thought, I can't write. I struggle with everything. I can't, nobody's ever going to possibly find me interesting,
Pay attention to me.
yeah. And even she was really critical about, mistakes that she would make with
Mm.
grammar or with, spelling. And finally she was able to get into a community that encouraged her enough and was genuine enough that she just kept writing. And now you know her. You
I
now
know,
you know what she's writing, and she's just amazing. And
amazing.
if not for that, process, then we would have not had Snook be who she
That's right.
is. And so, and like you said, journaling, how important journaling is, because maybe you're like, well, I don't write poetry and I'm not a good fiction writer. Tell us about your life.
That's right.
Sometimes it's just about today was a hard day and you have no idea. Sometimes you put that out there and you connect with three other people that
That's
had the
right.
same thing happen, and all of a sudden in the comment section the
That's right.
conversation is happening. And so, and there's a lot of people that we mentioned this in an earlier episode, that we don't know really what's happening in the world if we're
Mm,
only basing our lives on what the media tells us, what the
mm,
news tells us. When you start connecting to people and start sharing your life, instead of thinking my life is boring, nothing happens, I'm just, no, because
mm.
there's somebody in another culture that feels the same way about their life. But when you two connect, all of a
Right.
sudden the world opens up in a way
That's
that it
right.
just hadn't been. So
That's
I
right.
highly encourage people to do that.
Yeah, I mean, writing is just a therapeutical, healing,
Yes.
even healing,
Yes.
type of habit. I mean,
Yeah.
for me, I mean, I just noticed that, sometimes I have the habit of, like, if I want to pour my ideas because I want to do a video or
Right.
on a podcast or whatever, I try to record my voice, for example,
Yes.
eh, to
Yes.
to to you know but then when I edit and when I write, like, why am I saying, I didn't want to say that,
Right. Right.
for me, when I write, when I type, or when I love
Yes.
my fountain pen. That's what I used to write,
Yeah. Nice.
it's just as a humble, is not a, but I love that fountain pen. We can always find a very inexpensive everywhere, right? Is
Right.
that writing helps me to
Process.
sort, to process the
Yes.
ideas
Yes.
in a
Yeah.
way that my voice in a
Yes.
recording gadget can't.
Right. Right.
So a lot, even that, just like organize, what do I feel right now? I don't know how I feel. Write it
Right.
down. That will
Yes.
help you to identify and then describe how you are feeling and why you're
Right.
feeling that way. And maybe come up with ideas of how to, find solutions, or how
Yeah.
to whatever. So
Yes.
writing is just a beautiful exercise.
It is. It's a gift, because also, like when you're mentioning, I mean, I have great affection for recording myself when I'm thinking things
Mhm,
through. But writing is
mhm,
different, because I think when we're talking, we are talking at the same pace that we're thinking.
mhm.
But when we're writing, it takes time to write that word out, or if we're typing. And in that space of time, it's just enough to pause in between each word and concept and thought. And it really does help you flesh that out in a way that
Mm.
we don't get when we're talking.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Hmm.
No, it's just a beautiful thing. So, so if you are thinking, to our viewers, if you're thinking about this whole thing, maybe you have already had the talent, but now you have an opportunity to, we call it that way, to bless others with the
Yeah.
talent, whether
Yes.
you write fiction or short
Yeah.
stories, love stories, I don't know,
Yes.
or children stories,
Yeah.
whatever, now you have the opportunity to bring the two together and do it on the Hive blockchain, and maybe you can. Well, first of all, you gain, you win friends and a community, but maybe
Yes.
an opportunity to earn a little something on the side,
Yes.
and
Yeah.
and again, the community aspect is invaluable. I mean, it's unbelievable. So
Yeah.
yeah,
It
and let
goes
me,
so far beyond the help that we need. It will end up becoming an online family. I mean,
mm,
there's so many people that I am more connected to online than I am in real life now, probably because a lot of COVID,
right.
but also just because of the type of personality that I am. I tend to open up very um, genuinely to people on online. And yeah, I mean, I've met people just in real life because of those family connections. It's been a wonderful experience.
I forgot. You've been in the blockchain since what? It's
2016. Hmm.
2016. Okay, so
Yeah,
so that is a long time. I
it
mean, I
is.
know there are people that been there longer than that, but I didn't know there was a blockchain back then. Like, but I guess they want, and
Yeah.
uh, and I'm thinking, like,
Hive.
how did I miss from this?
Well, Hive, or we call it the
Yeah,
legacy chain. We say
yeah.
Hive is 2000, since 2016, but technically it was Steemit back there, and we forked from that.
Before that,
But it was, I believe, June of 2016
okay,
when they had their first, I think it was June, maybe, when they had their first, block being made. But blockchain has been around since what, 2012, 13, something like
okay,
that,
okay.
with, Bitcoin and stuff. But yeah, so technically I guess I'm like an OG, but I've also like left and then come back. I've also gone around to see what else is out there. And like I had mentioned to you in a previous episode, I think the beauty of that is it allowed us to build Dreamport with not such a microscopic view. We could see the mistakes that were made all around and try to fix that. And we were exposed to a lot of different strategies and we picked the best. Um, and one of the things that, Dreamport is really, I think it's one of the things that I'm most proud of is that I love Hive. Okay. Let me just
Me,
go on record as saying I love Hive,
me too.
but I'm not so exclusive that I think sometimes we've become so in love with one way that we don't open ourselves up to perhaps things that might be better suited to us. So Dreamport accepts blogs from everywhere. Hive has, I believe, the best way to earn a
Mm,
living. But a lot of people, go to read.cash. They prefer Publish OX. They have their own blog and they're very comfortable with that. But we kind of see ourselves as accepting all, but then also kind of nudging them towards Hive because I really do feel like it's the best, and
well,
when they get
I
rewards, they get
right,
rewards that are dream tokens, and dream tokens are Hive tokens. So
right. I'm not that experienced. I've been here since April, but I snoop around other places, and I
yeah,
must I must say I'm
yes.
glad I'm here.
I'm glad I'm here too.
I
Yeah.
really like it. And this is not an sponsor video,
No,
so
it's
we're
not.
not
And
we're not getting paid for saying that.
yeah, no, because that's the thing. I feel like I have a better appreciation for Hive because I have been to other places.
Yes, yes.
And that's why I think it's really important for people to go out and see, because when they come back to Hive, they always come back to Hive.
Mhm.
They understand now what it is that they're actually getting on Hive, and they have a
Mm.
better appreciation for it, in my view. Yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, there you go, people. I mean,
Yeah.
start blogging, start writing your short stories, or maybe you already have, who knows, maybe there are a lot of people that they already have their journals full with
Yeah.
interesting stories. Maybe this is your
Yeah.
chance to start sharing that with the world,
Yes. And
and
if you are
be
too
appreciated.
intimidated to share that with on the blockchain, drop it into DreamPort because we're going to give you, that kind of visibility. There's probably people that are writing
Yes,
and they don't have anybody reading. So if you drop it into
yeah, that's
DreamPort,
right.
you're going to get the views and
You're
you're
gonna
going
get
to
read.
get people talking. Yes.
Somebody's gonna read it. That's right. That's right.
Yes.
So people, I mean, Dreamport link will be in the description box. Dreamy's contact information, her channel, please go there, subscribe. It's in the description box. Of course, you can also you are welcome to subscribe to the channel. And we'll be back next week with with Dreamy. And the topic that we'll share with you is a top secret.
Exactly.
We don't even know
That's
what
what
that
makes it
is.
more exciting. Top secret.
we, we don't even know what that is, but
It's
but
even secret to us.
it's a secret to us. but but hopefully you're gonna enjoy it as much as you are enjoying this one, right?
Yes,
uh,
hopefully.
yeah, hopefully. Dreamy, any last words before we depart for today?
Let's see. Today, my last words will be brave. Try something new. Don't be too intimidated. We're here to help.
That's right. Right. We're here to help. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's very reassuring. Thank you very much. So there we go. That's all for today. Thank you again, Dreamy,
Yeah.
and to all of our viewers. Until our next episode, we wish you a successful and blessed day. Have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.